The big space in the middle is the tree courtyard. And so again, the trees are a major element in the building. They're like the sculptural anchor for the building itself. This is an unusual house we did for a civil engineer. Our firms had worked together for many years. And he knew our work quite well and had from, in different type of projects we had done. He and his wife had bought this very unusual piece of property, has a small water frontage, very nice neighborhood. And right in the middle of the site, there's a couple of little small cluster of beautiful grand oaks, live oak trees. They're really beautiful. And the more typical approach would have been to cut down the trees and get the house as close as you can to the water. Well, that's certainly not the approach that I wanted to take and they wanted to take. They wanted to save the trees if it was all possible. And this is a site plan, which I'll show you. The water approaches here. The water is to the south, a narrow water frontage. The oak trees are right here in the prime building area of the site. And what we did is we did a building that basically does a big arc on the site. We call it a Nautilus House. It's not a true Fibonacci curve, but it is related to the Nautilus shape itself. We're working with setbacks here, working with setbacks here, setbacks here. And then we have a guest wing. Instead of the other bedrooms, the additional bedrooms being in the main building, they're in a separate wing, but it's all tied together. So it's really one building, and the two buildings really make a courtyard to embrace these oak trees. So the oak trees are part of the design very clearly, and you see that when you're in the building. The wall is curved here for a number of reasons. I wanted to get this sense of closure, privacy from the road. I wanted to tie the guest wing into the main building in a very gentle way and in what I think is a very handsome way, so that they're tied instead of just a straight angle going out there. Also, it kind of spins you into the house when you're in there, so that you know there's a curved motion happening here. And that motion is this way, the glass is actually this way. So you're getting those two motions that slightly cross each other, that you sense, you don't really see it, but you're getting this very strong form, and then you're getting that very strong form, both shooting you out to the water. You've seen that on a number of our projects where you get different views from different rooms. Although they are the same view, they are very different because they're from different angles. The house is a good ways back from the road because it's a deep piece of property. So you don't see the house well from the road. You see it, but you don't have any sense of what the house is doing. And even when you walk to the house, you don't know what's going to happen. But again, it's a relatively closed face, again, like a seashell. But this one is more of a curved seashell than some that we've done. There are two shells, in effect. So that this is really one long piece. And it's basically solid. So you really don't know what's happening when you're approaching this house, which is, I think, really part of the fun of the building. And I think it is a fun building. It's a fun house to live in, I would think.